Mini enthusiasts, how are you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a great day. So I'm not actually on the Timora today. I was playing around with some intros, so I decided to do something a little bit different. Today actually I'm going to be on my daughter's Fiat 500 Twin Air. It's got some real problems. It is really slow. So it needs a service and I need to get to the bottom of why it's going so slow. So that's going to be in today's video. I've kind of run out of stuff to do on the Minis at the moment, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But first off, I just wanted to share with you, I have some classic Mini Workshop merchandise if you would be interested now. So I've partnered with a company called Logo That Polo, and they do t-shirts, sweatshirts, fleeces, jackets, hoodies, scarves. Go and check out the website. You can get all sorts of things, and the great thing is you're dealing direct with them, so I'm not taking a cut or anything. You're dealing direct with Logo That Polo, which means you get the best price. So just to give you some idea, this sweatshirt is full zip sweatshirt, £27. They also do t-shirts as well, so underneath here I've got a classic Mini Workshop t-shirt on. They are pretty good quality. The logos are all embroidered, and just to give you some idea, a t-shirt is only £18. Fleeces as well, so I've got a fleece here. Again, the fleeces are really nice quality, nice and warm, with the embroidered logos as well. So if that's something that would interest you, maybe a present for someone, go and check out the link in the description. It's called Logo That Polo. So let's have a chat about what's going on in the workshop. So let's start with the elephant in the room then, the racing green, because nothing's happened on the racing green for weeks now. The restoration is all but finished. I'm just waiting for the engine and gearbox to come back. So I sent the engine and gearbox away to a friend over 18 months ago now, and I made the fatal mistake of saying I'm not in a rush. So I sent it away. I could have done it myself, and it would have made some good content for the channel, but I thought I'm going to be busy doing the restoration, the welding, the paintwork, the body panels, so I'm best off send it to a friend, get it done, and then I will get the car done quicker. But anyway, the way it's worked out, and I'll explain more in future videos of what's going on. I've obviously done the whole restoration now, and I'm ready to put the engine back in, and the engine is still not built yet. So we were waiting for some parts, some oversized thrust washers and that sort of thing, and some various bits and bobs, but ultimately here we are, a good 18 months or so later, and I'm waiting around for the engine, which is frustrating because I want to be doing shows in the car now. We got Minis by the Sea coming up next weekend actually, and it would have been absolutely fantastic to take that car. I didn't have it ready for Bewley, so Bewley would have been nice, but I didn't have all the paintwork and everything finished by Bewley. So yeah, that's the racing green. It is kind of just sitting there at the moment waiting to be finished, but I'm sure once the engine gets here, it's literally a couple of days. So we'll see how that goes. PL, you will see I've got on charge at the moment, so I use a Tornado 4000 charger from Top Dom. Pretty good piece of kit that is. So it hasn't been used for a few weeks, actually sawn at the moment because I'm using the TVR, but I will clean that up and we'll get that out in September so we can do Minis by the Sea. Now let me turn you around and I'll tell you what I've been up to on the Timora. So I've been very busy on the Timora, nothing really mechanical. I've done lots and lots of cleaning. So obviously it's a new car to me, so lots of polishing and cleaning up stuff. Various bits of touch up as well. So this is a 20-year-old car. And yeah, there's various different, you know, scratches and stone chips and bits of damage in the paintwork. So I actually bought, you know me, I like using Paints For You. And if you go on the Paints For You website, you can buy a little touch-up kit which comes with the proper paint, proper mixed up professional paint and clear lacquer. I think that kit was like $8.99 or something like that, so it's pretty good value. There's quite a lot of paint in there. I don't know how many mils, but that'll touch. There's certainly enough there to touch up even the worst stone chipped car. So yeah, just to give you an idea, so the paint is pretty good as well. So I did actually have a big chip here, and because the fiberglass underneath is white, stuck out like a sore thumb. So you can barely see that now. Being a metallic, it's always going to be difficult. So lots of touching up, lots of cleaning, just going into nooks and crannies in the corners and things like that, cleaning like right inside, like all the door hinges and door shuts and everything like that. This car was very well looked after before. The guy that done the bonnet mod, absolute genius. But in his own admission, he wasn't the sort of guy that sits there polishing and cleaning. But I do. I like doing stuff like that. So it's looking much cleaner and tidier now. I've done things like I bought logos for the wheels. So these are TVR Spider wheels, 18-inch. And if you look at some, they'll have the TVR logos on there. So that was just a little eBay purchase. I just think it finishes the wheels off nicely. I bought some floor mats for it as well. So the original carpets in the car are underneath, but they're not bad condition actually, but I don't want to damage them. I want to keep them in good condition. So I bought a set of these floor mats from eBay. They are, they call them like their Superior collection. So they have got like 12mm thick carpet on them. Really pleased, they fit perfectly. Colour's not bad, but this is the driver's footwell and it doesn't have a pad in there for your heel, which is a bit of a pain because that means they're just going to wear out really badly. Obviously lots and lots of cleaning on the inside as well. Leather treatment, feeding the leather, cleaning it up, looking really good. And just bits and bobs, like I bought Tamora logos for the back of the seats, just to finish it up. Under the bonnet, again, I have just been cleaning, tidying, just making it look more presentable. I don't go to town on it, but things like this oil tank here, the swirl pot for the coolant, I've just cleaned up with metal polish. I won't go mad with it. Not the idea to make this a concourse car, but I do like to take it to shows and show it off. Just touching up bits and bobs, like, you know, just where the paintwork, black paintwork scratched inside the inner wings. Just generally giving it a nice little clean and tidy so it looks presentable. And it's looking really good now. I've taken it to a couple of shows now, and it certainly pulls in the people and gets a lot of interest. And that bonnet mod that I spoke about on the last video is absolute genius. It is really good, really brilliant. So there we go, that's what I've been up to. This video today, like I say, it's a little bit different. I hope you enjoy it. Obviously, if seeing someone fix and repair a Fiat 500 is not your thing, then I'll catch you again on the next video. So today, something a little bit different, might be a bits and bobs video. I actually need to service my daughter's car. I've not given up Minis and gone into Fiat 500s. This is my daughter's Fiat 500. As you can see, it wears the P222 OOW plate, kind of the sister plate of P111, the Cooper Sport 5. So I had that number plate on Project Sprout actually, but when I sold it, it went to the Isle of Man, so there was no point losing the plate. So it's found its home on the Fiat 500. So I'm not sure whether it's due a service. I bought it for a couple of months ago, and it's always worth servicing it anyway. Just so I can get a good look over the car. She's been driving it around for a while. When I first drove it, it drove absolutely fine, but I drove it again the other day and it felt really slow. So it's a Fiat 500 Twin Air, which means it's a 900cc engine, or it's 875cc. But I'm quite a dork with cars and that sort of thing. I actually wanted the Twin Air because it's a 2-cylinder, 8 valves, so 4 valves per cylinder, turbocharged, and it puts out 85 brake horsepower. So it is actually meant to be identical brake horsepower to the Cooper S Sport 5, but with an engine. The engine in the Cooper S is 1275cc, that's 875cc, so same power output. But that Cooper S has a 45% bigger displacement. So anyway, need to service it. I'm not going to film the whole servicing bit, but hopefully I might be able to see what the problem is and I can update on that. But I actually have 6 cars in my household, and it is a constant. There's always something that needs doing. It does keep me very busy. So the fleet actually consists of the John Cooper conversion racing green. That is being restored. I'm just waiting for the engine. Very frustrating, but maybe that's a topic for another time. I've got my Cooper S Sport 5. It's actually sawn at the moment. I didn't think there was any point taxing it because I'm playing around with the TVR at the moment. So, but that will come back into use again soon. We've obviously got the Fiat 500 Twin Air. It's actually a nice spec, this car as well. It's got the lounge interior, climate control, 500 decals on the side. Not bad for a first car. I do actually like these little Fiat 500s. When they first come out, when they first reintroduced them, I thought they were well cool, and I did nearly buy one at the time, but I don't have to now. The daughter owns one. I've got my daily drive Hyundai Ioniq full electric. That has been an absolutely brilliant car. Super frugal, super cheap to run. Will do easily 5 miles per kilowatt hour in comfort, and yeah, they're great cars. Maybe not the most exciting car out there, but very, very good at what they do. I've got the Ford Fiesta Econetic, which is the wife's car. I've had this a few years actually, but it doesn't, you know, we've got enough cars that this just gets used kind of in emergencies when the Ioniq's not around, and because it's an Econetic, it's free road tax. You don't pay any road tax for that, which is absolutely brilliant. Means it's nice and cheap to run. It's a diesel as well, so it is super cheap. And then obviously we have the Tamora, which is absolutely awesome and great fun to drive. So that's the fleet. I've got to put some overalls on, and we'll start servicing this Fiat 500. I would say the service kit was quite expensive for this. There's actually no fuel filter on it. They don't have an inline fuel filter. So we got fully synthetic engine oil. That's probably why the service kit was quite expensive. These will be, I would think, they're platinum tip spark plugs. Obviously there's only 2 because it's 2-cylinder, and we got an air filter as well. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's get it serviced. Right, I did find the problem. I forgot to video it though because I'm a numpty. So when I looked underneath, I could see oil mist all around the intercooler and everywhere. It was actually, so there's a boost pipe which goes, this is the inlet manifold here, or runs around there. This goes to the intercooler. You can see I've taped it up, so I've got some like self-amalgamating tape. So I've taped that up, I've repaired it. It was just that boost hose that was split. And of course you get a misting of oil coming out the boost pipe as well, because the oil, you get a bit of leak inside the turbo. So obviously I'll order up a brand new one. That's just a temporary fix until we can fit the new one. I've just got to get the rest of the service done. We'll give it a quick run around the block and see if it's fixed, but I'm pretty sure that's all it was. Right, so 1 week later, obviously I've done a bit of a field fix to keep the car going. So we cut this off. I'll show you what it looked like inside. I've done too good a job of this. So I actually used some like self-sealing amalgamating tape. I used some Tessa fibre tape over the top of that as well, and then to finish it off, just a bit of PVC tape, so it's sort of, you can see the 3 layers in there. It held boost. So there was our split. Oh, and I also super glued it first anyway. So let me just open that up again. Well, there you go. So the actual split in it was, that's probably about 2.5 inches. But yeah, had done for a few days just to keep the car going. And now I've got a new hose with new clips from eBay. That clip's a bit big, isn't it? New hose, new clips from eBay, £17.50 or something like that. So let's get these on the car. And there we go. Bit of a tight squeeze in there. You can actually see the oil down there now where that's been leaking for a while, been split for a while. What amazed me, I guess, was that at no point did an engine warning light come on. Any warnings or anything like that. You'd have thought it would have detected low boost or incorrect mixture or something like that. Right then, so that's the Fiat 500 fixed and the Temora back in the workshop. I've just run the Fiat 500 round the block. It's dark now. All the service was good on it. Just that split boost pipe, but the difference it makes is phenomenal. It feels, it's probably like double the power. Yeah, just much better through the gears. It's boosting up now. It's amazing, you know, those small engines like that rely on the turbo so much to make power. Without it, it's just flat as anything. So yeah, good little result. That nice simple fix. The hose is 17.5 quid. I've ordered one off of eBay, and when that comes we'll fit it and it'll be a permanent fix.